How's it going, everyone? My name is Chris, and welcome back to the F123 My Team mode. And today we're going on to the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, or the Brazilian Grand Prix, because it's also where it's at. But I like calling it the Brazilian Grand Prix. We've had a lot of success here in the past in Brazil. We've won here, we've lost here, and especially last year or last season, we won this race, which was a good send-off for our dominant season that we ended up having, which consists of 8 wins back in season 2. So it was a nice send-off, and also the car the livery that you guys see right now is the livery that we won the championship, our season 2 championship in, and this was also the track where we ran this car the last time. So it's going to be pretty nice to run this scheme at least one more final time, and what better place to run it than in Brazil, like we did last time out. You know, when we also last ran this scheme, which was back in Brazil season 2. So this should be interesting, but this is also the final sprint weekend. So the drivers that have yet to score a single point, I got a shot now, but time's running out. But speaking of last episode, the last episode was in Mexico, and we were looking on pace for a P2, and we ended up winning it for the 3rd straight time in a row. So we ended up winning Qatar, we won COTA, and then we won Mexico. But I was a little bit frustrated with how we won Mexico because Perez was leading and we weren't going to catch him. And then his engine went after I was pretty much settling for a P2 in the race. And yeah, it just kind of, I don't know. I mean, we did get 3 in a row. We got our 5th straight fastest lap as well, so that's something to be proud of. But I don't know, man. Like, I got really pissed off at that because it's like, damn, you know, just of all races, man, of all races, to do that to Perez and the Red Bull, where they were actually going to win for the first time since season 1 in fucking God, Belgium with Max. Was it Max that won Belgium? Yeah, it was Max that won Belgium. I don't know. It would have been pretty cool, but can't really, you know, turn back time and reverse the whole thing because I don't know, you just can't do that. But that was also our 9th win of the season, breaking our 8 wins that we had in season 2 and our 7 that we had in season 1. So that's also something I guess to be proud of, but it also kind of extends our championship gap over Liam Lawson. So this battle might not go all the way down to Abu Dhabi, but it depends on how well Liam does in Brazil versus us. That'll keep him in the title fight for when we go to Vegas. We'll see how all that kind of goes. But yeah, so the driver standings are as follows. We currently lead the championship ahead of Liam Lawson by I think like 34 points or something like that. Yeah, 34. So I think it's like 34 points ahead of Liam. Yeah, 34 points ahead of Liam in P2. Oscar in P3. Everyone from Oscar down are pretty much out of it with 3 races remaining. But then you got Oscar P3, Lando in P4, Russell in P5, Sainz in 6th, Gasly in 7th, Leclerc 8th, Verstappen 9th, and Sergio Perez in 10th. Followed by Ocon at 11th, Zhou in 12th, Drugovich 13th, Teo 14th, Magnussen 15th, Tsunoda 16th, and Stroll 17th. And it is still Albon, Hulkenberg, Hauger, Sargent, and De Vries without a single point scored with 3 races remaining and 1 more sprint to see if they can really do anything. Then over on the constructor side of things, we are the constructor champions. So we ended up winning that after Qatar, which I don't know. I wish I kind of got told that we won it in Qatar, but yeah, I was like, wait, we won it. I mean, cool, yeah, but I don't know, man. But yeah, so we're the Constructors Champions. And then McLaren is in P2, Mercedes is in 3rd, but by only 12 points ahead of Ferrari in 4th. Red Bull's in 5th, a distant 5th from them, so they might be out of it. Then Alpine is so far back in 6th. And then you got Aston in 7th, Alfa Romeo in 8th, AlphaTauri in 9th, Haas in 10th, and Williams in 11th. So that's how the constructors are looking like in the standings wise. Doesn't look like we need to fit in any new parts. Ever since we've been focusing a lot of the durability side of things, we haven't really needed to fit in new upgrades, or fit in new parts. Besides switching out the ICE from the 40% one to the only new one that we had, And I guess we could pretty much do the same thing with the MGU K and H, just because it's to be safe. And we'll do the same thing with the turbocharger. CE doesn't really need to be changed or anything like that, so it seems like we're fine over there. R&D wise, we still have 9 parts to try to adapt, which is something to try to do before the season ends, and I think we can do it. We just might have to, you know, wait a bit to get that, but hey, it's fine. But gonna going ahead and jump into the race, so let's go and advance through time, get the weight training for Liam, which ups his pace, even though it's all maxed out. And now it is time for the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace Grand Prix, or it's either the Brazilian Grand Prix at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace, or Pace. I'm gonna say Pace, but Pace. For the third to last race of the season, the final sprint weekend too. So this should be very, very interesting. We'll see how this all goes. We won here last season in the finale, like I said. For people that, you know, may not believe me, there you go. There's also a video where I did win it last season, and before then we finished second as well to Leclerc, who won that season. So maybe it'll happen again. I have no idea, but yeah. So I'm gonna go on ahead up the race weekend, do practice in a qualifying, and all of you guys in the sprint for the final sprint of F1 23, my team mode. Let's go.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Liam Lawson lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Sainz, Perez, Russell, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Smith, Joe, Ocon, Drugovich, Albon, Magnussen, Théo Pourchaire, Sargent, Sonoda, Hulkenberg, Hauger, De Vries, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out.
Alright, rolling off P10 today. Qualifying went okay. In all honesty, I think I could have gone a little bit more better, but we were in 10th when we first went out, and we just stayed 10th, so we improved our time, but we just couldn't improve our position. So it might be a little bit difficult today, we'll see. But again, I've had a lot of love for Brazil in the past, and I feel like we can get the job done here. We can probably even win here, but it just depends really. But take a look at the race strategy. Obviously, no stops, just one, or obviously not a single stop. Just go 8 laps in the softs all the way to the end, and not need to mess with the fuel or anything like that, and we should be set on go. So, and obviously, as you saw, Liam is on pole, so he's definitely going to try to gain some points on us in the sprint, and also when the main race comes around. And pretty much the main goal for this race is what it's been all season long, is to just mitigate the amount of points we're going to lose in the sprint, because we know Liam's done very, very well, except for the last time out in COTA, where he didn't win that sprint, and we did, and we pretty much won the sprint and main race back at COTA. I don't know if it'll happen again today for me, if we're going to win both, but I also don't know if Liam is also going to have a terrible restart like he's had for the past, like, 2 races in a row. In COTA and Mexico, he's had terrible, terrible starts, where he's just fallen down the order, and he's finished, I think, like, what, P5 or something like that, or P6 in COTA in the main race after, you know, starting poorly after his poor start in the sprint there. And then in Mexico, he climbed up to a P2, but we ended up winning, so yeah, he's got to gain a lot on us, and maybe today, maybe the sprint and main race will be the 2 races where he can do it, but we'll see. So let's go on ahead and jump into the sprint, and let us see what we can do and where we'll start on Sunday. Let's go. That is now the third straight race in a row where Liam has not gotten off the line. That is 3 times that's happened to Liam. That is in-fucking-sane. How he's managed to do it 3 times.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
So if we finish right where we are, Liam will only gain a point on us. He's gonna have to gain a lot more on race day. If 2 Ferraris are fucking gone. Leclerc and Sainz. Have lap 1 down. See what we'll do for the rest of the race, I guess. I don't know what it's been, but in recent F1 games, I've not been able to get through turn 1 any better than that. Okay.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful.
I mean, that's a little fucking unfortunate, but you know. That tiny little fucking tap did that to me. Okay. Didn't even hit me that fucking hard. He's also falling down the order, so he definitely broke a front wing. Well, this is going to help out Liam a lot because I'm not going to have any downforce. Like any. Did I get DRS on? Yeah, I did. Wow.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Yeah, it'll shorten very quickly, but not really a whole lot I could do about the underbody damage. I mean, fuck. I mean, it's a short race. I'll deal with it, and I am dealing with it, and I don't really feel a pace difference at all. Like, it just feels, I don't know. Feels a little bit more draggy, I guess. I don't know. That's the right word you want to use. Last time I had floor damage was actually here back in season 1 in the sprint because of Albon. And I guess Piastri just didn't feel like turning, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, you see the drag difference or the downforce difference for us compared to Liam. Like, holy fuck. And because of the downforce difference.
Taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon.
Oh, I'm noticing it because I'm now losing time to fucking Liam ahead. Like, I'm not staying with him. Yeah. That tiny little fucking tap did it too. I mean, I don't know. Did I pinch him? Like, what did I do? Did I do anything wrong there? Like, I don't think I did. So our main saving grace is these slow corners. That's been our main saving grace. But we're able to gain some time back on Liam ahead. You also got to pay attention to the guys behind because they too can gain on me. We're going to have 4 to go, so we should be okay for the final 4 laps. We should be. Well, damn, Oscar said a 1:07 flat. So he's definitely on, like, fresher tires. And something tells me he obviously pitted, so he's going to have to start at the rear of the field on Sunday. I'd have to look at the replay to see if I squeezed him, but I don't think I did. It doesn't feel like I did. It really doesn't. Alright, 2 to go, and the guys behind have started catching me a little bit. But they're definitely catching me a hell of a lot more if I keep doing that going into 1. But yeah, on the last lap, they're definitely going to be a lot more closer to me. I'm going to try to hold on to P5 here, but we'll kind of see how this will all kind of play out. But we're barely hanging on. We're doing good to hang on. Surprised Liam hasn't even attempted to move on Russell, because he can, but he's not doing it.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
All right, we're in the final lap.
This is your final lap of the race.
Just barely hanging on by a thread. Oh, he almost did it again. He almost did the exact same shit his teammate did. I mean, I blocked it. I went back up to the racing line. And the next thing I know, I turned down the track and he was there to hit the apex. He almost hit me in the side just like his teammate. I didn't even realize, but Liam got around George. Well, he'll gain 2 points on us, but definitely could be worse. Woo! Saved it. So Leclerc will win the sprint. So Liam does not win the sprint. So he won 4 out of the 6 this season, and he failed to do it, and he failed to win 5 today. But again, it's because he got that shitty start.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
If Liam wants to gain points on us when we head into when we head into Vegas next time out, he's gotta get off the line and get the lead into turn 1 of the main race. That's how he has to do it. There's no option. So even with the underbody damage, we were able to manage a P5, which I'll definitely take. We gained 5 spots from where we originally started to finish P5, so not bad at all. Had to deal with underbody damage for the whole race, or the whole sprint, but yeah, it wasn't pretty, but hey, it could have been a lot more worse, let's just be honest. But congrats to Leclerc, though. We got the dub in the sprint, so good job to him. Ferrari get the 1-2 in the sprint race, but Liam Lawson, he's in 3rd, and he has speed, but he needs to show it, because the only thing he has done is failed to get off the line. That's all he's done. He hasn't been able to get off the line in the past 2 races, and now in this sprint, and he was only able to come back up to get a 3rd. I'm gonna just say this right now. If he wants to be a title contender coming out of Sao Paulo, he has to get the lead into turn 1. He has to, if he wants to keep this fight going until Vegas. He has to do it. He's got no choice. But congrats to him on the 3rd anyhow, and then Russell in P4, we finished 5th, Norris in 6th, Perez 7th, and then Gasly P8. So the fight between Ferrari and Mercedes heats up as both Ferrari drivers will get 15 points, and Mercedes gets 6, so Ferrari gains 9 points on them coming out of the sprint today, so that's big for them. Then you got Verstappen 9th, Joe in 10th, Ocon 11th, Dragovic 12th, Albon 13th, Magnussen 14th, Tsunoda 15th, Teo 16th, Nico 17th, Sargent 18th, Stroll 19th, Hauger 20th, De Vries 21st, and Piastri in last, the only person that made a stop. And yeah, a bit of a shock, because the last time that we had a sprint race was back in Qatar. The last time this happened where someone got into me was back in Qatar, and it was Leclerc that got into me, but Leclerc just carried on for the rest of the race because he didn't want to lose positions for the main race. Oscar just said fuck it and pitted, so it may have been that bad, but so was my underbody damage, and I still got P5, bitch. I still got P5 with underbody damage. So now checking out the standings. Oh yeah, it was 42 points, not like 30 points. I don't know where the fuck I got 30 points, but going into the main race, however, Liam is still in contention, but he's 42 points back. Liam, if he wants to win, if he wants to stay, like I've said before, I'll continue to say it until this gets nailed into Liam's head. He has a chance to fight for this championship, and he's fucking it up. And the only way he's going to actually be able to compete for this fucking championship is if he gets off the line, gets the lead into 1, and wins today while we finish like 3rd or worse, for him to gain a massive amount of points on us. If we finish 5th, he'll gain 15 points on us. If we finish 10th, he'll gain like 25, 24 on us. That's big. But he's not taking fucking advantage of it. He just fails to get off the line. So we could literally win this championship in Sao Paulo today if he doesn't get off the line. That's how it is. That's the end all be all. But then you got Piastri third still, Lando fourth, Russell fifth, but Sainz closes the gap, however, in sixth. Leclerc is now seventh ahead of Gasly in eighth. Perez is now ninth ahead of Verstappen in 10th. Then you got Ocon 11th, Zhou 12th, Djokovic 13th, Teo 14th, Magnussen 15th, Tsunoda 16th, and Stroll 17th. And then you got Albon, Hulkenberg, Hauger, Sargent, and De Vries without a point scored still. However, we still have the main race. The main race could still be chaotic as fuck. You never know how that'll go. We're just going to have to see how it all shapes up, I guess. And then over on the constructors side, we're 305 points ahead of McLaren now in P2. So there you have it. Still constructors champions. That ain't changing. But we could probably even hit 800 points, which is going to be crazy to say. But yeah, look at the gap between Mercedes and Ferrari now. 3 points separate them. 3. And Ferrari got a 1-2 in the sprint. They may not get a 1-2 in the main race, but damn it, they're to sure as fuck try. Then Red Bull in 5th, and then a distant Alpine in 6th, Aston 7th, Alpha 8th, AlphaTauri in 9th, and then Haas in 10th, and then Williams in 11th. So I think Williams could still score points, but just a lot of luck needs to be on their side. Like, they have a good starting position with Albon in 13th. Now they need to build off of that. But then they also have, but then who else doesn't have a point scored? Well, Hulkenberg doesn't, and he's starting 17th, but it depends on who gets grid penalties and who doesn't. Hauger and De Vries may not score points, and Sargent may not score points either. So, might be a lost cause for them, but there's only so much you can do. So, yeah, but that's the sprint. Now it is time for the main race. We're gonna see if Liam can do what he needs to do, which is get off the line and get the lead into 1. That's gonna decide the championship right there, if he could do it.
Formula One returns to Interlagos once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his 3rd championship here in 2012, and just 4 years later, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. That gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Liam Lawson, Russell, Smith, Norris, Perez, Gasly, Verstappen, Zhou, Ocon, Djokovic, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Teo Pourchaire, Hulkenberg, Sargent, Albon, Stroll, Hauger, De Vries, and Oscar Piastri. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. They've been involved in a number of costly incidents lately. That's got to affect their mindset going into this race.
It's not an ideal situation by any means. When you get into a bad run like that, there's always a risk of frustration creeping in, which can cause more mistakes and locks you into this vicious cycle. Hopefully today they can get through Turn 1 cleanly and stay calm for the rest of the race.
Alright, so obviously we're rolling off P5 today. It's a big race for Liam because I've said that before and I'll say it again. He has to get the lead into 1. He just has to. Like, I know it's not like a broken record just by saying this, but he needs to do this. He's got no choice. So he fucks it up. There's no one to blame but himself. He's got to remember that. But taking a look at race strategy today, looks like it'll be a soft to medium kind of deal. So should be okay for the rest of the race. And yeah, I mean, we can clinch the title today if Liam doesn't, get the lead into 1 at least, or at least attempt to go for the win. So it kind of just depends on how he does. It also depends on if we can even keep our race clean today and try to get the job done. Try to maybe go out there, win a race, or win this race, or go out there, get a podium. So we have a chance to go 4 in a row as well. So keep that in mind. But yeah, so hopefully we don't get any damage going into corners, because, you know, if your name is Oscar PS, you're gonna dive bomb me and, you know, ruin my fucking floor. So please don't do that. Please no one do that. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, jump into this race, and we're gonna see what we could do. So yeah, enough talk. Let's go. Well, what did I say would happen if he didn't get off the line? We were going to win this championship if he didn't do it, and he didn't do it. He just could not get off the line. But then again, he got held up by Leclerc, so I can't really put all the blame on him, but he could have went to the left. He could have went to the right. I know he tried going to the left, but yeah, there's not really much. There's not really much else for me to say. Lap 1 down. Fighting Lando. We keep P2. Now we have a chance to go out and win this thing. We could go 4 in a row today. It's possible. We just need to stick with the Ferrari. Could literally continue to break our fucking win streak. Or break the record of wins in a single season for us, which is at 9. We're tied with a lot of greats that had 9 wins in a season, leading to their championship. If I just had enough ERS for the main straight, I would have completely destroyed Sainz's fastest lap right there. I would have destroyed the fuck out of it had I had enough ERS on that straight. But now we have DRS, and we should be okay. To stick with Sainz for as long as we can today. Definitely need to get closer to Sainz if we want to try to make a pass on him. I say that right now. Well, Lando just took the fastest lap away from us. However, we're still doing good. And we should be fine.
Here's some information on Russell for you. They've got an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Oh, and he's behind Lando. So he's going to lose time now because of that issue, whatever it is. But at least he wasn't, like, you know, directly behind us. Like Lando is. But this is turning into a 3-man race right here between Sainz, myself, and Norris. Right now, we're able to hold our own. And try to run after Sainz as much as we can here. Without making mistakes like that. The more mistakes like that, like those I continue to make, the more pressure I'm putting on myself to try to catch him faster. It's the other thing too, my underbody's not damaged, but
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.
Still not going to be easy to pass Sainz. My teammate can beat me in qualifying, but obviously for these past 4 races, it just doesn't seem like he can beat me on track in the race. I think if I finish right here, I could still win the championship. But I don't think I need, so I don't think I need to win the race, but it's just for a little bit of pride. You know, make it win number 10 on the season. Fuck it. Go 4 in a row. Why not? So yeah, Russell's detached himself from this little pack here of myself, Sainz, and Lando. Still trying to run down Sainz as much as we can.
Okay, clear.
And there's a yellow behind. That could be for anybody. Norris is making the pass on us. He just locks up and just goes straight. Okay. Russell's out. What the okay?
Safety car. No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
So much just fucking happened right there. And I actually think... Wait, when's our pit stop? Shit. Would it be bad to go on the mediums now? It shouldn't be bad, right? Damn. I don't know. Should I come in now? Fuck it.
Right, let's have you in at the end of
YOLO.
this lap, please.
Let's fucking YOLO this shit. There we go. We're putting on brand new mediums. This is either going to work or not. Perez has the same idea as I do. And so does Liam.
Liam is in the pit lane. Liam's in the pits now. Okay, go,
There we go.
That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
So we'll come out behind Teo, our old teammate. So yeah, I saw that Perez went on the mediums as well, like I did. This might work. I think this can work out. Because when we go back racing, our tires are still going to be fresh. And it's going to be a minute until everyone else pits. Because we still all have to catch back up to the safety car. So it won't be long. Yeah, it won't be long until fucking they have to pit. But we're going to go back racing like 2 or 3 laps before they have to pit anyways. Huh. This is now turned into one hell of an interesting race. There they go. They're pitting. They know. They know. So it's Porsche, Verstappen, Norris, and Sainz. They all pit. And I think even a couple guys behind me did too. There's Perez and Leclerc. There's an AlphaTauri back there that I don't know who it is, but Albon, Drugovich, and Gasly stayed out. De Vries is 7th. Oh no. Now, is he on softs, though? That's the main question. I think that's Liam catching back up. Yeah, that's Liam. He's back in 9th. He's 5 positions behind me. This is going to turn out to be one hell of an interesting finish now. Again, the AI, man, like, they did the same shit that they did back in Hungary and COTA, where, like, some of us pitted, and then they pitted like a lap after we did. Like, the rest did. Or, like, a good chunk did. Now something tells me that the front 3 are going to do the exact same shit. I think even De Vries is going to do the same thing, because I think he's on softs too, right? Hold on. No, he's on mediums. I think he's on mediums. Did he pit for new mediums?
Okay, let's get ready to go.
This is going to be interesting.
Safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
This is going to be an interesting restart. What does the front three do? Are they going to peel in? Are they going to peel off? Is that what they're going to go do? Dragovich is... Yes, they are. They're doing it. They're doing it. And DeVries is on mediums. Along with Ocon, but something tells me they started on those. There's no way they didn't. But we lead the Sao Paulo Grand Prix ahead of Perez and Leclerc. And DeVries is slowing down Ocon and my teammate behind. This will be a big dub if we can get the job done. Because not only will we win the race, we'll also go 4 in a row. And we'll win the championship. Talk about wow strategy, man. What the fuck? Oh, we're pulling now. Damn, ERS is being used up a lot. There's Liam in 5th. Didn't get the fastest lap, but I guarantee we could probably do it this lap. I guarantee it. So yeah, Liam's now 5th, but he's 5 seconds back from us. That ain't good. Employee used again. And there we go. 107.340. Fucking hell. We are fast on these mediums. And we're able to pull away from Perez and Leclerc behind. That's crazy. That is insane. Liam got around Ocon. Now he just has to gain almost 5 seconds on Leclerc and Perez behind to try to catch them and pass them to then do the same thing to me. But can he do it is the question. He might be able to do it, but time might be running out. His championship hopes are slipping away at the minute. Or at the second, I should say. Piastri just passed Ocon. Or no, Ocon and Piastri, excuse me, are going at it. But Piastri did pass him for a second. Passed him again. Does he keep it, though? Looks like he will. 10 laps left in Brazil. And right now, if we finish where we are, we'll have gained 12 points. Or no. We'll have gained 14 points on Liam. And that would put him at 56 points back from us, so we would clinch the title by 6 points, 2 races before the season ends. But Perez and Leclerc are going at it. That might be what Liam needs. It's for these two to fight so he can catch them. Because he needs to pass him, and he can lose 8 points, but even going into Vegas, he still might have a shot, but he needs to also take the fastest lap from me if he really wants to guarantee that he is not out of this whole thing. And he can gain 6 points on me. Or he can only lose 6 points, and he'll still be in contention in Vegas. But that's if he could do it. I don't know if he can. Leclerc passed Perez, too. And Liam's actually fighting Oscar because Oscar's within DRS range of Liam. He loses out to Piastri. He could pretty much kiss his championship hopes goodbye. Leclerc is catching me little by little. But again, because of these slow speed corners, we can do so good in them that we can actually get good runs off. That we can hold our position. Hold the gap at a measly 2.5 seconds. Piastri just passed Liam. But they're fighting now. Liam knows what's at stake, but he knows that no matter what he does, he still has to catch these two guys behind me, Leclerc and Perez, and he's so far back from him, he can't do it. Time's running out. All right, 5 to go in Brazil. Still holding on to a pretty good gap over Leclerc by like just a little bit over 2 seconds. Doing the best I can to hold on and hope to God that Perez can go back after him again. Because then we'll be able to put more time on them and we should be able to get away from them more. But also, Piastri passed Liam. So we will now gain 15 points on Liam if this finishes where we are right now. Unless Liam can catch Piastri and only lose 14 on us, but that still wouldn't be good. He would need to lose at max like 7 points. And that would mean him finishing second without me having the fastest lap. Or 6 points with him finishing second, but getting the fastest lap from me. And with 4 to go, there's just not enough time for him to fit on the softs, gain every single spot he needs to gain up to second to make that happen. It just can't. Safety car can't come out now because there's not enough laps for that to happen. Pretty much this championship is all wrapped up, if I do say so myself. And this will be our actual 4th win in a row. Not because Mark has been saying for the past couple of races that we've had X amount of wins in a row, even though we've literally had like 2 in a row and now 3 in a row. And he's been saying that we've got 3 and 4 in a row for some reason. But damn it, we're about to make it 4 in a row today. He's probably going to say 5 in a row, but it'll be 4. It'll be 4. Guess Mark just doesn't want to think Japan ever happened. Alright, 2 to go. Leclerc has been able to gain a little bit of time on me, but it hasn't been much. We go through turn 1 and he'll gain like another 10th or 2 on us, but it's not going to really be enough because he'll gain that time and then he'll just lose it because of the slow speed corners and just us attacking it very, very well. Except for right there, where I literally could not get into 6th gear because I was sliding the whole way through. Alright, here we go. Final lap, boys.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
This has been a difficult-ass season, I'll say that. Our rivals were Piastri and Liam. Piastri and Lawson were the 2 biggest challenges that we had to overcome this season. And after the summer break, Piastri just wasn't there, but Liam still was. And so after many races of struggling and trying to keep a decent point gap ahead of Liam, losing the championship lead every now and again as well, we were able to overcome the odds, and we hit a portion of the season that began in Singapore. And although we didn't win Japan, it's another one of those races that has led us to this moment. But also we're going to make history because I don't think I've done this. Qatar, COTA, Mexico, and now Brazil. 4 fucking wins and a championship. Yes!
Fantastic! Yes, come on, we've won it! We are the drivers.
Fuck yeah!
Champion. What a result! Enjoy this one, my friend. Enjoy it.
4 in a row, 10-win season.
Well, it's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion.
The minute we hit the stretch in Singapore, I knew that we would do good. I knew it.
Congratulations to the whole team. Tell me, Ant, how do they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they certainly stood out as a drive with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Oh, yeah, the cutscene played. I don't think I've ever seen this cutscene play out. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. And also, for the very first time, more history has been made. We are 3-time champions. Fuck yes. 10 wins in a single season. A title fight that I thought would go all the way to Abu Dhabi. And our championship rivals, in all honesty, are doing exactly what Lando is doing in real life. Succumbing to the pressure. Not knowing how to deal with the championship battle. Because, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, we come out on top again. 4 wins in a row. Those 4 races is all we needed to win this fucking championship. And we hit double digits in race wins in a single season. I don't think we've done that. I don't think we've hit at the very least 10 wins in a single season. I'm pretty sure we've gotten close. But 10 wins, double digits. And also, we won in every single season that we've done. Season 1, 2, and 3, we have won a championship in every single fucking season. That is amazing. And that is something I did not see happening at all. Did not see this happening. I thought Liam or Oscar would win it. I didn't think I would. I thought, like I said, it would go all the way to Abu Dhabi, and it didn't. And here we are. World champions. And we've made history on more than one occasion. Because in F1 2020, 2021, and 22, we just won 2 titles. Actually, no. We won 2 titles in F1 2020. We won 1 title in both 2021 and 22. We never got a second in either of those games. The highest we got was 2 back in F1 2020. Today, we got 3. And I'd have to pull up this, like, the champions or whatever that have got 3 world titles or whatever. But we're among the list of people that got 3 fucking world titles, baby. Let's go. I think one of them is Ayrton Senna, which is amazing. It's bittersweet if that's the case, because Sao Paulo, Ayrton's home race, like, it does not get any better than that. It doesn't. What a way to become a 3-time champion in Brazil, of all places. That's insane. I'm so fucking proud of what we've been able to do. It's amazing. But we get the job done. We get the win. We get the fastest lap again for like the 6th straight race in a row. That's insane. Congrats to Leclerc on the P2 and Perez with a P3. A big comeback after that DNF in Mexico. Got on to P3, so good job to him. Piastri, P4. Liam in 5th. He ended up losing 16 points, and that was enough for us to run away with the title. He needed to finish 2nd. He needed to. He needed to finish 2nd or just flat out win the race, and he couldn't do it. He succumbed to the pressure. That's what it is. That's what Formula 1 is all about. Drivers succumbing to the pressure. He couldn't do it. And it's the same thing as Oscar. He succumbed to the pressure. He couldn't get the job done. But damn. Sainz 6th, Norris 7th, Verstappen 8th, Ocon 9th, and Gasly in 10th. And you got Zhou in 11th, Teo 12th, Hulkenberg 13th, Drogovic in his home race finishes 14th, Magnussen 15th, Tsunoda 16th, Albon all the way down to 17th, Sargent 18th, Hauger 19th, Stroll 20th, De Vries 21st, and the only DNF, George Russell. And actually, funny enough, Gasly was among the top 3 cars that waited until we went green again to pit. And he got P10, so he got a point. So good job to him. What a comeback, actually. Shit. And now let's check out the standings. We are 58 points ahead of Liam now. And those 58 points is all that was needed to secure the title. I genuinely, I believed in Liam to the point where I thought we would go all the way to Abu Dhabi with this, like me and Leclerc did in season 1. I thought it could happen, but the pressure got to him. That's all it is. The pressure got to Liam. And he's going to end up finishing second because Oscar can't catch him. He can't. So Liam will finish P2. Oscar pretty much has P3 on lock. Lando still doesn't have P4 on lock either, but he can still get passed by Sainz. But speaking of which, Sainz and Russell swap places, and there's a battle going on for P5 between Sainz, Russell, and Leclerc. So Leclerc is now upon that. Gasly's down to 8th. Perez is 9th, close to Gasly. And then Verstappen in 10th. Ocon 11th. Zhou 12th. Drogovic 13th. Teo 14th. Magnussen 15th. Sonoda 16th. Stroll 17th. And it's still Albon, Hulkenberg, Hauger, Sargent, De Vries with 2 races remaining on the season. Constructors, we've now hit the 800-point mark at 816 points. And McLaren at 493, 323 points back. Ferrari is now 3rd ahead of Mercedes by 22 points. Oh boy, it's gonna get heating up. I don't think Red Bull can catch them, so they're pretty much P5. So I don't think they can catch them. Alpine definitely isn't gonna catch Red Bull, so they've secured P6. And Aston ain't catching Alpine anytime soon. They're P7. Alfa Romeo 8th, AlphaTauri 9th, Haas 10th, and Williams in 11th. So still a big fat goose egg for Williams. But yeah, and there it is. We ended up actually gaining 14 points on Liam because he gained 2 on us in the sprint, and then we just tacked on an extra 14 to secure this championship. And again, that's all that was needed. It's all that was needed to do it. And we did it. And I'll take it. What a race. What a season. 10 wins. A season that I will never, ever forget in my life. I will never forget. As a matter of fact, I'm never going to forget any of these seasons in F1 23. I'm going to say this a lot when the series finale comes around, but this has been a lot of fucking fun. And it's sad to see that we're getting this close to the end and the My Team saga is going to be over. But there's been a lot of great memories. Like, a lot. And I cannot wait to see what the future holds for us for this playthrough. It's sad that it's ending, but it's also going to be bittersweet because this whole series from F1 2020 to now in F1 23 has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. You guys have enjoyed it. And to me, that's amazing to know that what I've enjoyed, others have enjoyed as well. I can't thank you all enough for that. We got 2 more races. Let's not start crying now. Let's not start cutting onions and cracking open the champagne bottles. Let's finish off these next 2 races, and then we'll reminisce on some good times. But we did it, boys. 3-time champions, baby. Let's go. All right, so the next race is our last home race, the Las Vegas Grand Prix, a race where we could have won back in Season 1. And I want to win in Season fucking 3, and I think we can do it. But we have a powertrain department event, so we'll see what this is about. An employee in the powertrain department has become the center of a tweet storm after someone misinterpreted one of their statements. We performed an internal investigation and spoken with their peers and have concluded that it's doubtful that that offense was intended. Unfortunately, their social media profile makes it very clear who they work for, and this is starting to reflect poorly upon the team. How do you want to handle it? Well, last year was Dave that did it. Did we rehire him or like what? But also, if we fire him, we gain acclaim but lose morale. But if we apologize, we'll lose acclaim but gain morale. You know what? In the day and age of the fucking internet, it's... apologize. Just fucking accept it. We'll lose fucking acclaim, but what the fuck kind of... What are we gonna do with the powertrain shit? Nothing. Can't do shit with that. We'll go and lay out the activities. G-Force for Liam. Going ahead and do vehicle PR filming and then do chassis team building. and messages. So obviously, because with no upgrades coming in for us, we've now fallen below McLaren, but that's fine. And fuel load and future events. You finished the last race with quite a surplus of fuel. If you're comfortable with your fuel management skills, maybe worth considering tweaking your fuel load in future events. Less fuel in the tank means better performance as long as you don't run out. Mark, I had a fuckload of fuel because there was a safety car, you dumb fuck. That's the reason why. We also have 2,000 R&D, so let's go on ahead and see what we can do chassis-wise. I think we can get every weight redistribution thing in, so we'll get the plank. I'm planking a lot to help my back. It's actually working out quite well. I don't know where that came from, but it's also true. So get that too, and then energy store cells positioning, boom. So we have the brakes and the weight redistribution and the tire wear all good to go. All we have left is the weight reduction, which is just the last 5, which we should be able to get after probably Abu Dhabi, if all things considered. Or before Abu Dhabi, just depends. Oh god, I don't know what the fuck happened to my throat there, but yeah. So yeah, not really much else to say except we're the champions. For the 3rd season running. And for the 2nd season running, Constructors Champions as well. So we won both of the championships. And yeah, 6 races in a row, we've gotten the fastest lap, and we've won the last 4. So, in all honesty, Mexico probably shouldn't have happened, but so I'm gonna try. So the main goal for Vegas is to go in, try to win Vegas, because we've won Miami, we've won COTA. I want to win Vegas. I've never won Vegas. I'd love to win there, and then we'll go to Abu Dhabi and give this series a proper send-off. So that's pretty much how we'll do it. But yeah, it's almost the end. It's almost the end. But I want to thank you guys all so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification button down below for more. Next race is Las Vegas Grand Prix. Should be lots of fun. We'll run our other livery that we ran as the first special livery that we did back in season 1. We'll run that, and yeah, we'll run that for Vegas, and then Abu Dhabi we'll run our car that we won our season 1 championship in. Because oddly enough, we won our season 2 championship in this car. We won our season 3 championship in this car. So I kind of feel bad for my other livery that I didn't win the season 3 championship in it. But, you know, I was doing it this way. And you know what? We'll give the season 3 livery some props anyways. Because, let's be honest, it won the majority of the races anyways. Because it won Australia, Miami, Monaco, Canada, Hungary, Singapore, and Qatar. So it won 7 races. So it gets some props. It'll get props because it deserves props. Don't get me wrong. It deserves a lot of props. But yeah, so thank you guys all so much. My name is Chris. I'm out. I'll see you later. Have a good day. Peace out. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care. We love you guys so very much. And goodbye.